Hey, welcome to the Star Wars The Old Republic stream prequel, KOTOR II. And this is newly ordained Jedi Master Johnny Dee here. And as always, I am joined by Jedi Master Ekam Nuahs. Welcome, Master Nuahs.
Welcome, Master Dee, and greetings and salutations to everybody.
Yes. So we got an action-packed episode here. We're starting off. We're in the thick of things, in the middle of the action. We're in the starting the end game of KOTOR II, and so this is a Star Wars: The Old Republic stream. And people who are coming here might be like, "WTF? Why are they playing KOTOR II and not Star Wars: The Old Republic?" Well, because this is 100 years before, and where we're at right now in this part of the Star Wars timeline, and what we've been experiencing is we're really seeing the foundations that's going to be set for Star Wars: The Old Republic, which we will be playing very, very soon. And one thing that has become apparent for the last couple of episodes is there's not a lot of Jedi in the galaxy at this time. We were in the first two episodes. We were basically looking for 4 Jedi Masters who were hiding. They're some of the last Jedi out there, hiding around the galaxy. We found one, and they were dead. And then we met up with 3 others, and they just got killed. So, in terms of Jedi that are left, there's basically my character, Jedi Knight Johnny Dee. We got Atten, my Padawan, and then we got like this Atris, who's a Jedi Master. I think she might even be the last Jedi Master, and she's basically started her own weirdo Jedi cult. And then we got Kriya, who is like an ex-Jedi, ex-Sith person. We don't know what her story is. And then we have her ex-apprentice, Darth Sion. And then, for Force users, it's probably just a bunch of random Sith people. And, we have one who's hanging out with us. And, that's about it. And, basically, I'm sure by the time this game is done, there's going to be even a lot less Force users, because I think some of them are going to die. Hopefully not us. So that's interesting because, Master Nuahs, I think what we're seeing here is we're really getting down to a population level of Force users and Jedi that's very, very low. Not probably the only time I could think that's been lower is going to be right around the time of A New Hope. Does that make sense to you? Is that what we're seeing here? A similar sort of decline in Force users in the galaxy?
I'd have to believe so. I didn't actually put as much thought into it as you, and I didn't realize the Jedi Council were in such dire straits at this point in the story. I'm actually even more curious now to see what's going on at the start of the Old Republic. So.
Yes. So one interesting thing is actually, so I did actually play the Star Wars: The Old Republic like 10 years ago for like 2-3 hours. I think one or two nights I might have picked it up just to try it out. And if I recall, I think you start off at like kind of a Jedi Academy, but it's basically like it's really very like, it's like almost like a camp. It's like a refugee camp. It's like, so I think there's like a rebuilding phase going on. So I'd be curious to see how that plays out. Another interesting thing is going to be, of course, we're going to come in and there's going to be like 10 years of game content that's been created. So the Old Republic is going to be very like a lot of stuff that's been developed. And sometimes with these MMORPGs, you see yourself where it's like, they'll have to like give you the story of what it was when they started out with the game, and of course then they'll give you the story of what's happened after 10 years of content's been released by the development team, right? But still, right. I mean, this is very interesting how we're really kind of seeing how it's just declining to that almost New Hope level. So I thought that was interesting. But this is very exciting. This episode, we got topics to talk about later on. We're gonna step in the action as soon as we can, because we're definitely, the music itself is just making me pumped just to get going. But we do have some great topics, and we're getting topics built up. We have topics ready for episodes beyond this episode. So strap yourself in, Master Nuahs, and whoever else is watching, and let's get going here. So at this part of the plot, we have actually the Handmaiden is who I'm playing. She's one of my crew, and she's basically killed some of her peers. I like the Handmaiden. She's a bit of a punk rocker, so that's why we love her. And she's about to fight Atris, her former boss, and I believe actually she might even have been my Jedi Master. Actually, I think they allude to. So we'll probably find that out. My character has landed on this planet, and probably will be showing up soon. But for now, we're gonna get going with some action because this is continuing off of where we were. And let's let's kick this off and get going. Some crazy Star Wars action.
This will teach
Do it.
So, oh, I died. Or did I?
Enough. Did you have feelings for him? Did you touch him? Did you look upon him with love? There is no love in that one. He is a shell
Not this time.
devoid of emotion. All that he was died
All we
at
did was fight in our
Malachor,
underwear.
and
That's
he
about it.
dies there still, as he should.
Oh, here I am.
Worth it.
All right.
One exile has arrived to save another.
Okay. Okay, so here's an interesting thing about this slide here. When I told you a story last episode, Nuahs, about me stabbing either stone or maybe it was the tree, I don't know, but I stabbed something with my lightsaber. I basically left the lightsaber. I think I left it like running, and then I just left, and then my lightsaber was I didn't have it for basically probably 10 years, right? So I believe she has my lightsaber. So one time I talked to her, I'm always like asking about my lightsaber. I don't think I'm here for the lightsaber. I think I'm here. I don't know.
To support your crew member.
Well, no. I mean, I'm here because everything's gone crazy, and I just had that like ordeal on Korriban, and I had that ordeal with all the masters where they're basically going to try to take my powers away, and I kind of flipped out, and then they all die because Kriya, I think, killed them. So like, and now I'm just after. I don't know. I mean, I'm after Kriya. I got to find out what's going on with Kriya because she's definitely something's intense. Anyway, I'm just going to say you have truly fallen far to kill a helpless opponent.
It is no crime to kill the Sith, or any that threaten the Republic, as you proved in the Mandalorian Wars. This is now my battle, and you are now my enemy.
Where is Kriya, Atris?
Freya? That is not her name. She is gone, and is now beyond your reach, exile. Where she has gone, only I shall follow, after I have dealt with you.
Surrender, Atris. I don't want to fight you.
Such a noble offer. Your execution has been too long delayed, exile.
Oh, man. Did she just kill the handmaiden? That didn't sound good. All right. Well, screw you. You just killed my friend. You're dead.
I hope you didn't have plans with her.
this will
Well, there's other fish in the sea. Okay, I better use the health pack somewhere. All right, so I'll do the old. I'll do my old cheat. Using a health pack to keep me in the game. So I'll go to usable. Advanced health pack.
What they're there for.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
get it in time.
All right. Haha! I think I won that battle. Whoa. Okay, so I guess let's see how the handmaid's doing. Oh dear. Oh dear.
He's like dead, eh?
She's not moving, man. Oh man. Oh
He's
man.
forced to bring her back to life. Do you have a resurrect power?
No, I didn't get that. I got lightning instead. Oh no, why? Why did I choose the lightning?
See?
Oh, handmaiden. Oh well. Well, screw it. She's dead, man. I'm lightninging her. Ooh, look at this place. So this is like, I think it's a repurposed, like, I think they're doing like
Looks like the
terraforming.
Jedi Council.
No. I think this is like a terraforming station. Because in one of the loading screens I saw earlier when I was looking at the video, and I remember with the game, is that they were doing terraforming on this planet, and it's like a testing ground for the terraforming they think they're going to do to basically start resurrecting the galaxy because there's so many war-torn and like obliterated planets. So this tech is like important, I guess, to we'll probably see the fruits of the labor of this tech in 100 years. All right, so there she is. Okay, so I'm gonna get force speed. Another thing about force speed I forgot is that actually it makes you, I think, like do double attacks too when you have it enabled.
To this place. If you think you can defeat me
Yeah.
here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender.
Remind me to go back
You will
about
not
force
die.
speed later on.
yeah, for sure.
I just remembered something actually that I heard that's relevant to that.
All right. Atris, you must be stopped. I don't know. I will not fight you. Surrender and I will spare you.
Surrender? To you? Never. Let us end this.
Okay, so
There's
I think I was go ahead.
There's no option to like compromise with her or anything, right? It's either like
Maybe. I mean, I'm being pretty aggressive. I'm pretty like.
she
I'm in a
killed your party
frenzy.
member. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a frenzy right now, Nuahs. Like, this is like, I am kind of gone to the dark side where I'm just like, anybody who's like going to be a jerk to me, who's a Jedi user or a Force user, they're basically they're going down, or at least well, or at least I'm not going to like be nice to them. I'm just going to be like surrender and then I'll talk. Like, lay down your lightsaber, and then maybe we'll talk. But people aren't. No, they're all just like, everybody's just out to kill me now. So it's like, screw it. Like, then I'm going to dish it out to you. So let's do it.
This will teach you.
Oh, she's going to health. Okay. So I think I had to use the health back to survive last time. I guess I could try to heal.
Kill me.
Oh, I got her.
End this.
After everything you've done, I'm not letting you off that easy. Oh my goodness. I will not kill a helpless opponent, Atris.
I did not expect mercy from you. Here, at the end. After all that has happened between us.
Yeah, and they seem to allude that like maybe we were more than just Master Apprentice. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of like innuendo in this game, but anyway. I don't got time for that stuff. I need answers, and I need them now. Whoa.
Of course. There is still something you need from me.
What was that? Did you see that? And hear that? Nuahs?
You got to remember, I'm like 5 seconds. What you're saying, I'm seeing 5 seconds later. So, no, I did not.
It said it was hissing from a Sith holocron. That's what that sound was. What happened to you?
This knowledge of the Sith and the Jedi is what I am. It is my attempt to hold on to the past, to try and protect the future.
Oh, she's got Sith holocrons. And that is why you gathered these Sith relics?
I sought to preserve the knowledge of the Jedi, and to do that I needed to know the Sith. In order
Sounds
to
pretty
stop them.
evil to me.
Once I was a
Well,
historian,
I don't know.
the
I mean, it's like we
chronicler
were
of the
interested in
Jedi.
Sith stuff, right?
And when both wars passed me by, I was determined that I would not forsake battle again. In some part of me, I knew I had made choices, compromises, but always for the sake of the Republic, of the galaxy. To do what you had done, at times, did not seem so wrong.
Okay, so she was the Jedi historian and chronicler.
Like Jocasta knew?
Sure. Who's that?
That's it. The Jedi librarian from Attack of the Clones.
Oh.
Obi-Wan
Yeah, yeah.
Kenobi goes to look for the location of Geonosis.
Yeah. I think she's a bit tougher than that lady. I mean, maybe that, I don't know.
Sorry.
Is there a moment in the Clone Wars cartoon where she like pulls out a lightsaber and starts being like the super battle librarian?
Not in the Clone Wars. However, there was a comic book that came out about 6 months ago where Darth Vader finds her sometime after Order 66. And she does put up a bit of a fight before Vader, does Vader kind of things to her.
Oh, okay. All right, so tell me where Kriya is.
Where she walks is hidden from my eyes. but not from those of her kind. It is possible I may draw one last piece of knowledge from these holocrons. You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the
Jedi
Mandalorian.
holocrons and Sith holocrons show up a lot in Star Wars Rebels
All
also.
those Jedi. Their
And do
power
they
is to
have that
feed on
crazy
life,
language? Is
until
that the Sith
nothing is
language?
left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us.
I'm not sure. I didn't catch that.
It's all good. You'll be able to probably check it out later. Their power is to feed on life until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing from the screams of the Jedi lost to us. Is that where Kreia has gone now?
Yes. I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5, to finish what you started.
To finish what I started?
Yes. You are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness. But it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way. And you carry it with you, always.
What does this have to do
How
with
did that
Kreia?
happen? Good
how-
point.
Sorry, what happened? How did what happen?
How did you become an echo in the Force? But yes.
Oh yeah, I don't know. All right, so what does this have to do with Kreia?
Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force, greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared.
Why would Kreia do that?
I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her.
I can't wait to find out.
Find out what?
Why would Kreia do that?
Well, one thing, I mean, I guess if she wants to kill me, because we have this link, so I think the speculation is that if she dies, I die. Okay, but yeah, do you want me to say, but if Kreia is Sith, why would she do such a thing? Or should I say, who is Kreia? Say who is Kreia.
She is one of the Lords of the
your
Sith.
choice.
One of those who murdered the Jedi, and she holds the death of the galaxy in her hands.
How is that possible?
Because she has gone to Malachor. She is waiting for you there. But you will not survive, Telos. Nothing will. It is because the
What?
greatest of her apprentices comes to Telos.
I
He
don't
will
believe you.
destroy everything, just
Oh,
as he
it's Sion.
destroyed Qatar and all the Jedi gathered there.
Qatar. Oh, Qatar. Qatar was the planet with the cat-like looking people, and they were one of your fellow Jedi that you had in KOTOR 1, I think. So obviously that planet got kind of slaughtered. Okay, I've heard enough. This matter is finished.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world, or end my life as I wish to end yours?
Well, I'm not going to kill her.
My name is Diego. Blah blah. Prepare to die. I haven't seen the movie enough to know the line. I'm sure you know it.
Oh, are you talking about Princess Bride?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember any lines from that. Yeah, all I know is I remember I really liked how there was Andre the Giant and that really small guy, and then
Yeah.
the blonde guy who was the swords guy, and the small guy was the actor named Wallace Shawn, and he was super funny, and but let's not. I think the one thing he says is something along the lines of never engage in a land war in Asia. So it's good advice. Okay,
Good
so
advice.
something along those lines. Okay, let's move on here. So you must return to your prison, Atros. What prison? and leave the battles to those who have the strength to fight them. I don't know. Prison? What do you mean prison? You'll answer for your crimes before the council. What council? They're all dead, aren't they? And then you shall return to your prison. I'm just gonna say I'll do nothing except tell you that I'm sorry I did not realize that the Mandalorians would hurt others that had known me and cared for me. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that either. I'm gonna just give her some friendly advice. I need you to see what you have become and turn away from it.
I tied my life, my decisions to the Jedi. Perhaps only in separating myself from the Jedi can I become myself again. Learn who I am. Perhaps exile is what I deserve, even though it is many years too late and you have already returned. Leave now, while you can. Save Nihilus. Save the galaxy. Save yourself.
You came for me. I thought I had lost you.
Oh, she's not dead. Well, I was a little late, but better late than never.
Kreia. She said the council had ended you. And all along, she was one of those who had sought to kill us.
So Kreia said the council had ended you. Okay, so... But she was one of those who... And she was one of those who sought to kill us. Before I punish you? I'm not going to do that. Kreia has told many lies, and the architecture is difficult to see.
I heard her say that you were dead. I failed you. I let my emotion run through me, and I acted without thinking. I wanted to punish her, hurt her, see her answer for what she had done to the Jedi, for leading you to the council.
Okay. Oh man. Feel free to blurt out any requests for dialogue here, Nuahs. I'll just say, calm yourself, I'm here, it is all right.
Of course. Forgive my display.
Can you ask her if you want to go get a pizza?
The handmaidens no longer. I am Brianna, disciple of the last of the Jedi. And the one
Oh,
who
Brianna,
stands
that's her name.
against all enemies who face us.
Oh, yeah, that's new. Brianna, okay. Alright, yeah, it is good to hear your name.
Good to hear it. After so long.
Ooh, cool. Crazy old beaten up Star Destroyer.
That's very Empire-like for being 5,000 years ago.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of repetitive motifs that happen in this galaxy.
I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon Hawk at dark,
Fair.
but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you.
Oh, my controller's rumbling. That means things are getting crazy.
Lieutenant Gren, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn. Zeron, I need you and your
Who's
men
attacking?
to break through and lead the assault.
Must be the Sith
Lieutenant.
fleet
All right,
that
follow
Scion must be running. And I guess... How did this happen?
It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to intercept them, we were under attack. There were Sith fighters everywhere. And the few flights we sent out were barely launched when the bombardment began. We did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing craft that followed the initial wave. We couldn't hold back the Sith troops. We chose to retreat and began the evacuation instead. Then there's also the fuel situation.
Right, no fuel from Paragus, I know.
Because we don't have enough fuel, we won't be able to keep the station in orbit and operational and fight off the Sith.
That's
at the
part of
same
that
time.
global
We're trying to
economic
make the best
depression
of
I
what
was
we have
talking
left,
about in the
but
first
it's gonna be
episode.
cutting it pretty close.
People can't even
Sith
get enough
numbers seem
fuel around to
limitless.
do much.
But we haven't
Because all
lost
like the
hope.
supply lines are
We've
totally
heard
mucked
reports
up
that we might
because
be
of
receiving
all the
Right.
assistance.
endless amount of wars. Have you any word of
A
reinforcements?
squad of troops sent by Queen Talia are currently trying to keep the Sith from sabotaging the station's fuel system.
Does this mean you won't be putting us into force cages again?
If you need to get to the Ravager, Then you're gonna have to fight your way to the shuttle from here to the entertainment module, then make your way to the docking shuttle. Good luck.
Okay, so I guess we're back on Telos base where we were at near the start of the game. The queen she's the queen of Onderon, so that's one of the planets that we were on. They were at war with. Oh, Aden's looking not so good. We're heal him up. So I helped her basically. She was like in a civil war on the planet. And I helped her win. Because she was the rightful queen of that planet against some kind of. I think he was kind of a Sith sympathizer. So yeah. And the Mandalorians were there. And Mandalore helped me. Okay, so see if this guy's got anything else.
This is no time for talking. If we don't push the Sith back or get the station evacuated in time, this is going to be a disaster.
Okay, got it. No time for chit-chat, but we do have time to save. All right, well, Nuahs, we're back. So what's your take on on what's going on so far? We've gone through all the action part. Let's get to the discussion part.
I'm just fascinated watching what's happening in your game here.
Yeah, okay, got it. Well, we'll just keep going and let's see. So all right, so yeah, we're gonna go. Okay, so I think I remember how this map works before. So here's a bunch of guys. I don't know if, sometimes you can talk to them. Just be like,
good luck, sir. We're counting on you.
All right, yeah, thanks. I'm glad to hear you. Oh, had the vote of confidence. That's problem. See, that's problem with force speed. Okay, so you're gonna say something about force speed, but I just showed there the problem with force speed is you like run into walls, right? Oh, it just banged my head.
Right.
But you have thought about force speed.
Yeah, when you brought it up, I forgot. I don't remember exactly where I heard it earlier in the week, but it was some sort of podcast, I'm sure.
Look,
but they were talking about force speed actually, and their take on it, which I kind of think I kind of dig how they look at it, is you have to remember that not every Jedi can do every force ability, right? Certain Jedi specify in doing certain abilities. So not every Jedi out there is even capable of doing force speed, which is why one of the reasons why you don't see it happening all the time. And they even took it a step further and speculated that maybe it was only something that Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan could even do when they were together, some sort of special bond they had with their force connection through being a master and apprentice. Yes, and so that's why. So I think that's a pretty logical take to say why we don't see Jedi just speeding around everywhere all the time.
Yeah,
it was something special, but between the bond betwing Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. Yeah. So I guess and then we got to go. Well, how does it work for Kyle Katarn? Where he's by himself, or is that where it's like how I said? It's like basically that's just a way to just show he's got faster reflexes and he's not actually going that fast. I don't know.
Well technically, Kyle Katarn is old extent EU, so technically it's no longer canon.
He's part
aside
of
from
canon.
just being a video game.
He's part of my canon.
But,
well, okay, now that I mentioned it, here's the last thing. Because I am a Jedi Knight super fan. Is that they do actually where you have to use force speed to solve puzzles. That actually is like you actually moving fast. So he is yes. So in the other canon, he is an example of a individual.
One of the Jedi.
Yeah. Well, but like you said, it could be that it's like you said, like everybody's got different abilities, different force powers they can use. Not everybody can use every force power. So maybe Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, they need to be together, and Kyle Katarn is just special because he can just do it on his own. Also, Kyle Katarn did go to the Valley of the Jedi, which is a super powerful force kind of nexus point, right, where you get a lot of force mojo. So that would explain it in that part. Okay, so here we are. So yeah, looks like we gotta like just. This is probably like now like a level where it's like we probably got to like explore, talk to people, figure out what to do next. So I'll try to navigate this stuff, I guess.
Is this end game? Like, how close are we to end
Well,
game?
I mean, the end game usually, like in KOTOR 1, like the end game actually is like, it was like 6 hours, just to give everybody the heads up. There's like a few levels you have to, kind of a few areas you have to go through, right? But we're done like the 4 planets, because they always go with like, you got to go to 4 different planets. So we're done that now.
Okay.
And now we're probably in the end game where it's like, you got to do 1 level, and then you got to do kind of another kind of level. The end game obviously is on some planet where Krea's gone, right? And so that's where that's the end game. But this is probably more like the final act, right? Where, and this is scene 1 of a 2-scene act.
But this is not the denouement.
I don't remember what that means.
The tick, man.
This
is the denouement.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic cartoon. I'll have to see that scene again, and I'll have to look up what denouement means. But no, I don't think it is denouement. Okay, so where are we here? From the last bit there. Okay, so my troops had infiltrated the urban module. Why are they going there?
Informed me that the Sith are attempting to sabotage the fuel control systems, which would take the station out of orbit. At the moment, that seems to be the most pressing need. The TSF do their jobs well, but they are not professional soldiers. They're not properly equipped to
Final
deal with
part
this.
of a
I
play,
come under heavy
movie,
attack
or
in that
narrative
module
in
and
which
taken
the
some
strands of the plot
If
are
they
drawn
can't
together
accomplish their
and
mission,
matters are
we'll be in
explained
some
or
trouble.
resolved.
Okay,
That is the denouement.
I'm guessing the next time we see Krea, that's when we'll be in the denouement. Okay, I'm heading to the
Correct.
If you find my men and they are in need of assistance, please help them.
Not a problem. We'll see what I can do. Okay, so I think I'm not gonna stop talking to people. I'm just gonna move along. Although it is always enticing to talk to people.
The
Oh, well, I
Sith
guess
are
this
trying
guy's
to
gonna
hold us up
talk to
in this
me, so I don't even
compound.
have a choice.
We need to break through, or our reinforcements won't be able to move out. Now let's punch a hole in this Sith barricade.
Those are some of the guys who were on Dantooine. They're some of the militia guys. Okay, so are these the guys? Are these soldiers? No. Oh, something's going on. Oh man, this is definitely Star Wars, because there's. Oh, what's going on? There's like people dying. All right, I better move.
War, man. War.
Oh man. Okay, here we go. Okay, good. Oh, good. Now time to do the lightning. Are we ready for some lightning action? Nuahs. So we got a Sith assassin. Ooh, that's kind of some kind of crazy sonic gun, eh? Look at that. Okay, so we go to the Sith assassin, and then we're gonna lightning him, and then we're gonna flurry him after we lightning him twice. And pathfinding is not good. Oh, look at that! One shot at him. Oh yeah! You guys are.
Smell. Anyone else smell chicken fingers?
Alright. Oh my goodness. What's going on with the freaking pathfinding? My lightsaber also has really good force deflecting, so. Yeah! Okay. Alright. So.
Take that, assassin.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, that guy looks injured. Okay, well, somebody else can deal with those mines. Atten can level up. Let's level him up. I'll do save game on here. All right, let's see what Mr. Atten's got going on. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so level up is I basically just do kind of, since he's my Padawan, I just basically level him up according to my skills. That's how I do it. I mean, it could be that maybe you might know more about this new house, that maybe Masters and Padawans, they have contrasting abilities. Maybe that's kind of part of the a good duo, or maybe sometimes they have the same. What's your experience in seeing? Did you seen your share of Masters and Apprentices, or Padawans?
Well, usually they complement each other in their weaknesses to help them grow stronger as individuals, right?
That's what I thought. But I'm not. I'm kind of going on my own. I'm flying solo. Like, I'm basically teaching somebody without much thought. So I'm just going to do it my way. But that's good to know. It's good to know. That makes sense. But for me, I'm just going to make him like me, just to see how that plays out. Yeah, I want to make treat injury high because I think that helps with health packs, and I think as things get crazier, we might need to use health packs more. Let's see. So I don't think he's ready for master speed yet. Because, let's see. We're not going to teach him lightning stuff. Maybe I taught him how to throw a lightsaber. Because I'm like, hey, I did this and it's pretty cool. You should try it. I mean, we haven't had much time to train, so he's kind of been on his own.
I am paying attention, but I'm also lost in thought because I'm trying to think back of why Yoda assigned Anakin Ahsoka as Anakin's apprentice, especially because they were both so headstrong and.
Yeah, well, sometimes maybe you double them up, right? Okay, so I'm giving him force deflection just because I think that's cool, and that's what I'm obviously gotten good at. So we're doing that. Let's just save again, so we have to do that again. This is the one. Okay, so let's. Okay, so remains. Let's see what loot we get. Although I don't really need much loot anymore. Concussion grenade. Okay, so if I remember how you get around here, is there's these shuttles you can take. But I'm supposed to go where the fuel is. So I don't know where remember that is from when I was on here before.
Well, while you figure that out, I am going to tell you about some of the things. Oh, you figured it out. That's all good.
Brought out their turrets. They've been devastating our numbers. We managed to take a few out, but they just keep unloading more of them to replace the destroyed ones. It's up to you to help us throw them back. We got to get them cleared out of here, and then we're ready for one last charge.
Cover me.
All right, everyone provide covering fire for the Jedi. Then advance on the Sith positions. We'll be right behind you. Good luck.
Yeah, all right, so let's oh, force speed. Okay, so turrets. Okay, so I can do this, and then I can use my destroy droids on those. So, oh, these guys can do some force wave here after I destroy that turret.
Yep.
All right, go at him. Oh,
these guys look like Cylons.
Okay, so one annoying thing about this game, I don't know why they did this, but they have like an equip button. So sometimes you press it by accident and then you lose your lightsaber. It's really annoying. Okay, so Sith Commando. Okay, so while I fight these guys, you were gonna say something to us. We're gonna bring up our first item of the night.
Yeah, I actually learned something about Star Wars this week that I didn't previously know that I thought was kind of interesting. So I thought I'd share with it. Well, it's basically the origins of humanity throughout the Star Wars galaxy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Right?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, let's hear what you found out.
So basically, humanity originated on one planet, and this is hundreds of thousands of years before the Battle of Yavin, also known as Star Wars, also known as A New Hope. And so it was a planet called Neutron. Okay?
Neutron.
And Neutron, yes. I'm assuming this information is coming from, I know a few months ago, Disney released a book encyclopedia. Basically, it was the Star Wars timeline. So this has to be where all of this information is coming from, because I don't know of any sort of television show or anything that's gotten into this sort of detail about the history of the Star Wars universe.
You said Disney released that. Sorry, what was it exactly?
It was timeline. It's like an encyclopedia.
It's like a book you can buy?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
And it's their official canon Star Wars timeline. So this has to be where this information's coming from.
Oh, okay. So there's a new book that's been released called what's it called?
I don't even know what it's called. Let me confirm this information.
So
the Star Wars timeline book is known as It is known as Star Wars Timelines. Funny enough.
and it just came out?
Let me check the release date. Did I find the release date of this thing? Thanks, Amazon Prime. I could get it tomorrow if I wanted it. Yes, April 25th, 2023. So it came out earlier this year.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, humanity originates from the planet called Neutron. Originally, there were 2 species on this planet. One was called the Twang. They were a more warrior culture. And the other species was known as the Zell. They were a much more social and cultural species than the Twang. Eventually, of course, there was war between the 2 species, and despite the Twang being larger and stronger, they were no match for the Zell when they combined their forces and waged a campaign against the Twang, which completely defeated them. And eventually, the Twang that survived the war, they flee the planet, and the Twang end up starting what is now known as the Mandalorian culture.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
Ironically, though, the Zell that escaped Neutron and begin this Mandalorian country eventually do get conquered by humanity itself, and they are basically become extinct.
We will join you in the assault.
So,
hey, speaking of Mandalorians,
do you no good aboard the Ravager.
Yes.
Let we Mandalorians lead the charge into battle and to victory.
Let's go.
Kelborn, Zuka.
Oh, sorry. I thought you had something to say about
You will not
Mandalorians.
face this alone. I will go with you.
Oh, are those
Be by your
Mandalorians?
side.
I getcha.
If you insist, I suppose your abilities might be of some use.
So cold at the brink of battle. I envy your detachment.
Okay, so I guess I'm going in with my Padawan and a Sith. Okay, so you continue on while I probably had to level this girl up like 12 levels. So chat away, explain away. And Nuahs, I'll tell you this much: I'm still learning how to listen to the deep lore, but I'm sure this will be great for audience members. But I might not remember everything you say, so bear with me when I ask you, saying, "Can you repeat that?" or "Can you remind me again what you just said?" But I'm loving hearing this stuff, so you just have at her and explain to us what you learned while I level this girl up.
That's not a problem. I love informing. Okay. So yes, so there was Neutron. There were 2 species: the Twang, the Zell. There was a giant war. The Zell, even though they were weaker, they were able to work together better. The Twang left. They founded the Mandalorian culture. Eventually, the Zell found them anyway and killed them, but they still adopted that culture that was there. Then, 90,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, the planet Neutron becomes what we now know as Coruscant.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Then, 50,000...
You still there? I think we lost Nuahs. Nuahs, you still there? Hey, Nuahs. You dropped out for like 1 minute, so rewind yourself 1 minute and repeat what you were saying. Yeah. I got a lot of leveling up to do, man, so you got a whole lot of runway here. Sorry, who is that again? Who's that again? This is that repeating the Rakutans. Okay, got it. Oh yeah, well yeah, they're like a huge part of the first game. That's right. Okay, yes. So I'll just jump in here for a second, Nuahs, just to let everybody know. When I did KOTOR 1 just before I played this game, I found that out when I was hanging out with the Sand People, who had that as part of their lore. We'll put. Yeah. So okay, so you can continue on now, but I just want to say I learned that in this when I was Revan in KOTOR 1. Kari, please continue. Yep. It's like Sesame Street. Cooperation. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they have blue skin. Okay, but they're not humans. They're Oh my goodness. Okay. A trillion? Okay. Oh, that's a good question. Well, I mean, now that you bring up the fact of against the rest of the galaxy, oh man. Well, I'll still go 10%. Really? So wow. So and who is this set? Are those numbers in the Star Wars timelines book you're talking about? Okay, or well, it is Christmas, so hopefully somebody listening here is will yeah, Santa. Yep. Well, you better watch it. Yep. There you go. I think this is as good a place as any to look for to send a message to Santa. So there you go. Okay. Oh man, I hope I'm getting close here. I'm just gonna start hitting random things. I still can't do the auto level up. I just can't bring myself to do it. It's it's just against my nature. All right, so I'll get her force speed and accept, and oh my god, just keeps on going. I'm a little worried about buffering her out because I have this fear that I'm about to fight her. You know what I mean? Because she's Sith, right? Okay, so yeah, so that seems like I guess I think you got end to end on the story of the humans in the Star Wars universe. Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. I can't debate that at this point because I'm too busy thinking about what I'm supposed to do here. But I mean, it sounds good to me. I mean, I think that's a fair setup, right? I mean, because the thing is that they've been doing these so one is that there's probably been times when they've tried to establish certain factoids, like when it was not before Disney and all that stuff. But I think what's happening, and you can back me up or whatever, you can clarify this, is that I think the cool thing is I think it sounds like Disney is actually investing in having people, and I think you told me this, who are actually like their job is to kind of lay down the canon in a nice, organized, tighter kind of fashion. And so that's it sounds like what this book is. So that's cool. It sounds like they got the right people to come up with some interesting stuff and ways that it works. So yeah, sounds good to me. Yep. Yeah, but I mean, basically a planet that's just one big city. Okay, so here's a fun fact that I kind of.
Are your preparations complete?
Oh, I gotta. Yeah, let's go. Oh man. Okay, we'll get to my fun fact after this crazy scene.
Sir, Sith warship dead ahead of us. It's attacking Citadel Station.
Let's close the trap. Concentrate all fire
on
the
it's
warship
Carson
and deploy red
He's
and
from
blue
the
wings to
first
engage
game.
enemy fighters.
Sir, at this distance, our weapons will barely scratch it.
We can't hope to match its firepower, but we need to draw it away from Telos.
Sir, if it keeps firing on Citadel Station, the station won't be able to maintain its orbit.
I am aware of the situation, Lieutenant. I do not intend to lose Telos twice. And I know
that boy, Karth.
It was a Malachor 5.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, this is Star Wars. So, are we in that ship? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're boarding the ship. Jedi Watchmen have impressive defensive capabilities as well as the ability to sneak attack. Not me, man. I'm just like a Jedi, just kick ass. That's kick-asser? Kick-ass guy? All right. Oh, these guys are so dead, man. So, I gave that Sith girl force. It's called like lightning storm, I think, or something. So I'm gonna use that. Oh, I guess our soldiers are gonna take him out. I thought we would have to take out all the soldiers. So it looks like the Mandalorians are taking care of business. That's a pretty cool shot, eh? Yeah. You know, sometimes I don't like Mandalorians, and sometimes I think they're awesome.
We have breached the hull of the Sith vessel and are securing the area. The vessel has suffered extensive structural damage, but its particle fields still maintain a minimal atmosphere within the ship. And our cargo? It's being brought aboard. Soon, teams will be dispatched to the target sites. Do the Republic forces suspect? No, Mandalore. The proton cores do not emit a signature the Republic ships can detect. If they do pick up the signal, they will...
No. Remember I said that it's just a title? So whoever becomes the leader, they change their name to Mandalore.
The vessel, Mandalore. It is of Malachor. It still bears the wounds of Mandalorian guns. Then let's finish this. And remind the galaxy of Malachor 5.
What was that about?
Nothing you need to worry about, Sith.
You are coming with me.
Don't get all sentimental. I just don't trust you to get the job done. Been waiting for this for 10 years. It's just time to do things the old-fashioned way.
Okay, so let's save again. We don't want to repeat stuff. I'll probably have to do a whole bunch of leveling up for men. I don't think as much as the Sith lady, but probably a bit. But first thing, I'll go to the fun fact. We were talking about megalopolis. Is that if you took the population density of Manhattan, of Alaska, and applied to Manhattan, which is basically, the big part of New York, there would be 20 people in Manhattan, all of Manhattan. If you did the opposite, if you took the population density of Manhattan and you applied it to Alaska, I'm probably gonna get this number wrong, but I'll get it close enough to approximate what just to give you the scope. There'd be 30 billion people living in Alaska. So that would make sense then in terms of you think of the whole planet as one city, that it would be 2 trillion people, right? Yeah. Because you think that Coruscant would be as dense as Manhattan, right? Yeah, so anyway, that was my fun fact. Yeah. So, all right, so Newhouse, while I do this leveling up, do you have any other Star Wars news to share? Or items of interest to discuss? Okay, well, I did see that they confirmed the shooting date for the Rey movie, but you might have already known that, but that was news to me. Okay, well, they actually... You should look it up. Look it up right now so you can get the confirmed date. And we can tell everybody, you've heard it here first, if you haven't heard it anywhere else. All right, so he didn't take that long. That's good. All right, so we're gonna go save. Where's the save? April 7th. So that's like only 4 months from now. Okay, so you've now revealed a little bit of information. So we'll move on to a couple other topics then. Yeah, because I hear it's a great city. I hear their hockey team is... Well, so we revealed that last episode that we're not. We joked that we were from China, but we're not. We're from Canada because we like hockey. And I'll tell you this much: we're not from Toronto, right? But yeah, no. Well, okay, yeah. So anyway, I hear Edmonton's a great city, and I hear their hockey team is having actually an amazing comeback that seems to be brewing up. Maybe you can give us some thoughts on that, Newhouse? Since I'm guessing you just saw the game. All right. So now we'll move on to the next hockey because we did say. Now, did you? Because one item I queued up for this episode to discuss. That's it's our first legit non-Star Wars topic. Is going to be a trailer review, and our first. Did you watch the trailer that we're going to review? Which was the. Okay, so the trailer that we're going to review this episode is the Brett Hull, Timo Solani movie that we weren't sure if it's fake or not, but I saw it again. I'm like, I think it's a real movie. But you're also going to kind of confirm that, Newhouse. So anyway, what are your thoughts and what did you find out about that? You thought I was shot an iPhone?
You've reached one of the targets.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the acting was. I mean, the funny thing. I saw one comment. This is my thought as well. Is it was kind of funny how like the best actors, because it looked like they got like professional actors. And I mean, I feel bad about making fun of the actors, but still, whatever. Is that they said the best actors looked to me like it was Brett Hall and Timothée Chalamet. But that being said, actually, I thought they did a good job for their acting. That's so. It's not. I'm not actually insulting the other actors. I'm just saying, actually, Brett Hall and Timothée Chalamet. I mean, Timothée Chalamet. I mean, the Finland to English for a hockey player is like one of the hardest hurdles to jump. I mean, Esa Tikkanen was. I mean, he was hopeless. You know what I mean? But Timothée Chalamet was, you know, I would cast him in a lot of stuff, man. You know what I mean? That was my thought.
Mandalore, we're holding our position, but the Sith appear to be offering little resistance. Like they don't even realize we're here.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I'll tell you what my favorite scene was. No. You know, that's good. No, you continue on. You continue on. Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be again. That might be a "you heard it here first" moment, is if you can confirm whether it's a real movie or not. Yeah, man. I think it's the real deal. Yeah. So, there you go. Who wants to die first? Yeah, one thing I remember with the end game is that there's a lot of fighting. At least it was in KOTOR 1. I'm sure it's the same here. Is there a release date? All right. Oh, can I get through this stuff? Force speed. Oh. Okay, so I'm doing the follow one wall here. Okay, so our conclusion is inconclusive whether that's a real movie or not. So we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. We'll see which gets released first, that one or the Ray movie. I mean, the Ray movie hasn't even started yet, and that one's been made, so if it has been made. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of different scenes, and they had like the Gary Bettman character. Like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of different scenes to create for a joke trailer. You know what I mean? But why would they make that movie? Okay, so one is that, do you know enough about your hockey history to know? I guess there was it was a final where they played each other and they were like rivals. Is that what happened? Okay, I thought maybe like they met at the Stanley Cup Finals. I mean, to merit, Brett Hull pissing on Teemu Selanne's Finnish Flash parking spot, which is my favorite part of the trailer. No, I have not. So, but was that like for like a commercial or something? Like were they advertising something? Okay. It was like a testing ground to see if there's a craving for another Crocodile Dundee movie. I mean, I honestly think I might have seen it, but anyway, yeah. Okay, good to know. One thing I did check out is I did actually listen to a few minutes of the Star Wars radio plays that you mentioned last episode. There you go. So there's a reason. So then the question is, what is the reason for the Teemu Selanne Brett Hull movie? All right, well, I'll go with that. That's the best answer I've heard. So I listened to a bit of the Star Wars radio plays that you mentioned last episode.
Prime it. Then give the signal, Mandalore.
Is that where the proton core is? Sure. So,
Alarming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. 2 more sites are left. We've lost contact with 2 of our squads, and we've had to fall back to the docking area.
Okay, so 2 more charges, so that's good. We'll see about replacing the 2 remaining charges. Okay, so I'm just going to do the follow-on wall trick to hopefully find all the places that I have to settle the charges. So okay, so yeah, it was super interesting. So I started off with the Star Wars one, which was made in 1981, and one of the coolest things, I gleaned this from the comments, is because one of the comments like this is really cool. It's cool because, and you'll find it's cool, is it's basically a 4.5 hour radio play, because they did it in episodes, right? So they released it one night, then they released it like another night, like the next episode. So it's 4.5 hours long, and the first hour is all backstory before the actual New Hope movie starts. So you don't get to the start of the New Hope until an hour into this radio play. And so and what it is it's mainly like Luke hanging out on Tatooine with his buddies. And I think there's some scenes of, yeah. Probably. I mean, I just listened. So I listened to like basically just like, 4 minutes of it, right? And it's really funny. It's it starts off. It sounds. It doesn't even sound like Hamill. It sounds like, oh, that's just like an actor playing Luke Skywalker, right? But then after but it's basically Hamill just playing he's basically whiny teenager Luke, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna go to get some power converters, that kind of guy. So he's playing that, but it doesn't sound like him. And then eventually, about 3 minutes in, he does that inflection. We're like, oh, that's Mark Hamill, right? But the coolest thing about the first scene you see him is he's obviously like screwing around with this. Is like in this shop, right? Like working on gadgets and whatnot, right? And it's him like. I guess there's like this it's like a recruitment video or holocron or something for the Space Academy, right? And it's like those army or Air Force recruitment videos, and he's listening to it. So you hear the advertisement that he's listening to for the Space Academy, and he listens to it over and over again. So he has it memorized. So it's him like tinkering away, and he basically it's like talking along with the Space Academy, because that's what he's dreaming of doing, is going to the Space Academy. And then his buddy shows up, and his buddy makes fun of him for always listening to his Space Academy recruitment video, right? So anyway, it was pretty cool. It's definitely, for a Star Wars super fan, I would recommend it should go on their bucket list of things to listen to are the Star Wars radio plays, because it sounded really good from what I heard. Yeah, it's on YouTube. All right. Yes, that was really cool. They had like a guy like narrating, and he's like obviously like narrating kind of like the scroll. You know what I mean? Like whatever the beginning scroll that they do. Yeah, so it's different from what they have. But it's really good. Like all the actors are really good. They're all voice actors. The guy who plays Darth Vader is very cool. Because the interesting thing is you have to use a lot more dialogue in radio, right? So like Darth Vader actually is talking a lot more. And the neat thing is that he is played by this actor named Brock Peters. I'm not sure if that name means anything to you or sounds familiar. So what his claim to fame is that he was Captain Sisko from Deep Space Nine. He was his father in Deep Space Nine. And he's also in Deep Space Nine. He was Captain Sisko, Benjamin Sisko's dad in Deep Space Nine. The guy who owns the restaurant. Exactly. He was also an admiral in 2 of the original cast Star Trek movies. So this guy's pretty cool. And so anyway, so his Vader is really neat because he's got that kind of bassy voice, right? Like he's not full on James Earl Jones, but he's got like enough of like a richness to his voice. Yeah, and he was pretty good. So I listened to some of him, and then I listened. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah. I mean, Lucas was. I mean, of course he would have. He was probably all over it, right? Because it was like trying to be like what they would do with the classic radio plays, right? And it was obviously like it's on NPR, which is a highfalutin, public radio, national radio for the United States. Like it's going to be it's high quality stuff, right? So he's obviously, Lucas is going to be respectful to that, because Star Wars, he was all into like the movie serials, right? Like Flash Gordon and whatnot, and really which those stem from the original radio serials. That is what started a lot of this stuff, right? In the 20s and 30s. So I mean, yeah, he'd be all over that, right? And yeah, like it sounds cool, man. So definitely, like I say, I would say add it to the bucket list for any Star Wars super fan. Holy cow, there's a lot of guys here. Good thing I have my new Force Storm. Let's see how this plays out in the house. Just gonna use that. Oh! Feel the power of the dark side. Oh no! What's happened to me, Nuahs? What's wrong?
target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore. Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. Only one proton core remains to be set. We're encountering heavy resistance. I don't know how long we can hold out.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? I told you to wait.
Yep. Or bring out your toys and do it yourself, right?
One of the cores has detonated prematurely. Was it in the target zone? No, Mandalore. We have failed you. I offer you mine. Do we have another core? No, Mandalore. Even with the other two cores.
Yeah. That's one of the benefits of living in Canada is you can do the Battle of Hoth once, half of the year.
All right.
Not this year though, because of the Super El Nino. But most years you can do the Battle of Hoth whenever you want, in your backyard, or on the, Oh, I guess maybe it's always been Hoth. I mean, now that I think about it, have I ever heard anybody call it Hoth? Except for me and my friends? Do they actually say it in the movie? Probably, yeah. And they say the word Hoth.
I had forgot.
Visa, we don't have time for this. Yeah, I would say Visa, we don't have time for this.
Let us continue. This is not my place any longer.
Not interested in her backstory at this point. Well, I guess we can check stuff for. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I guess we are getting your old stuff.
Past the surface, there's the Force.
Whoa, check this out. What is this? Okay, so I guess the ship we're on is like some mangled up. This is a Scion ship, I guess, right? I think that's what this is. And so I can't tell if this is a vision of all this stuff or if this ship's like been mutated in some spots, like this crazy area.
My hands shall be hate, my eyes revenge. You shall be avenged, and the one who has done this shall die. There's nothing.
Oh, it's like a moon? Like Endor? Oh, it's a system. Okay, so it'd be like Hoth 6. Sometimes that's how they do it. Oh dear. Visas has chosen to embrace vengeance in the dark side. This has given her a stronger connection to the Force and a bonus to her Force points. Okay. Well, I guess whatever. As long as she's on my side. Whoa. What is this place? Holy cow. So this is a real place. Whoa. This is crazy, this ship. I better save again. No. The end game is I think we're going to the planet where Kriya is. This is like the second. Yeah, this is Scion ship, so it could be this is where we fight Scion. I mean, so I don't know if the final boss is Kriya. So okay, so I know there's like, I don't remember this game at all because I played it probably like 15 years ago, right? And I don't remember anything, barely anything. But I know it's a robe. There's obviously this masked character who's on the cover, on the loading page and all that, and I'm not sure if that's Kriya or if that's somebody else. But so I think that's gotta be the boss, right? So I think Scion is like the second last boss. That's my guess. So I gotta check my stats here. I am a level 19 Jedi Guardian, level 6 Jedi Weapon Master. I like this row because it has strength. I'm all into strength. Let's see if I got any new loot though. That's gotta be better stuff. So much to choose from. What? Huh. That's crazy. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, don't spoil it. Yeah, let's. All right. Well, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to hopefully set off the last charge. Oh, Ravager Bridge. Okay, so I assume maybe we need to go there to set off the last charge. And then maybe we'll see what happens next, what the next phase is going to be, and then we'll call it a night on the stream. So this gonna go Force Wave, then Force Lightning. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun combo. Ooh, ah. Oh, all right, level of 2 people. Not me, man. Remember, I said I felt I could do it with, except for I do get a little bloodlust like I did that one time. But no, I'm keeping things together here. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save leveling up. Think I can. I don't need to squeeze out everything I need to. Oh, did I just stab a guy through that door? What's that sound like? Okay, so let's see here. Oh, this is KOTOR 1 music. This is good music. They got good music in both these games. Okay. I'm fine not doing... Oh, here we go. So... Oh, a Dark Jedi. There you go. Okay, so I knew there were still some Force users kicking about. Okay, so we got 2 Dark Jedi. Okay, so this battle is a little different now. So I'm going to try to do jump to here. The old wave lightning combo I seem to be getting into. Then I'll engage that Jedi there. Oh, nice. All right, keep it moving. More Dark Jedi. Yeah, I was gonna spam light. The Force storm is good just to clearing up a lot of large amounts of people. All right, so yeah, no more Star Wars news there. We got plot point here.
Master, if you wish to gather your strength, this is the last time.
Okay, so this is the Scion fight, eh? So you do this before you do the charges, or do we miss the charges? All right, so this could be it. Nuahs, final fight with Scion. I'm ready. Let's end this. I should and I should save. Just for funsies, let's inject ourselves with some steroids, stims. What we got here? Hydroadrenal battle stimulant. Yeah, let's do that. Yes. Nope. I should probably level them up, but let's see what I can do with them. Alright. Let's do this! Whoa, this place is crazy. Look at this big bridge. Oh, it's the masked character. Interesting. No. I don't know. Is it Korea or is it somebody else? Well, I didn't do too well against them. Your path ends here, Sith Lord. Oh, I can use wisdom to do something. Let's try whatever my wisdom says. Kreia has lied to you. There are no Jedi here. But I'm a Jedi. That's interesting. I don't know why I would say that. I don't know what the options here are. So I'm trying to like ally with this person potentially. I don't know. I don't know what should because I don't want to just kill this person because I want to find out more information. That's what I'm wrestling with. I don't know what it's saying because it's just got that. Like, what language is that? Nuahs. Okay. I don't know. If you would feed on Jedi, then feed on me. Sure, I'll just try that. I have no idea what that means. Oh. Interesting. Even now the hunger is consuming you just as Kreia knew it would? Sure, I'm just going to say it just to see what happens. Darth Nihilus? Huh. Nihilus? Is that how you say it? Have you heard that name before? You have? Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, I guess I got my friends with me, so yeah, I'll see what it goes. I'm wondering if you talk to Vizas more, you'll get more of the story here. But I don't know. I'll look it up online and figure out what this stuff is. I mean, I want to find out what Kreia's up to. Stay with me, Vizas. We can stop him somehow.
I will try.
That and some health packs. I mean, I'm not doing too bad. I think I got more health than him, right? I don't know. What do you think? You think it's a close? Okay. I think the health packs will. I'll win in the end because of the health packs. It's my secret. There's some lightning too. There's some dark side back at you. So close! Come on! Yes! Oh, it's a good faceplant. All right, do what you need to do, Vizas. Then we need to leave.
I have to see with the Force and my eyes.
What the hell are you doing up there? We need to get off this ship. Now.
Yeah. Sorry, Mandalore. We got a little sidetracked. Okay. Look upon his face, then bring me the mask. This is my dark side creeping in there, Nuahs. Yeah, I'm starting to get into this. I'm starting to build a rapport with this Vizas person. Tell me what you saw.
I saw a graveyard world, surrounded by a fleet of dead ships. I felt it through him, as I feel it through you. You are my master now, and I will follow wherever your path takes you. My path is at an end.
Okay, very well. Follow me. Like KOTOR I or at the Malachor? I think they must have been like, because I think Malachor had a lot of Jedi, and some of those Jedi who were with me became Sith, right? So let's see what that mask is. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So what is this mask like? Maybe I should wear the mask. I don't know. It said I had it as an item, but I can't equip it. Right? So what the heck good is having the mask? Okay. Well, anyway, let's save and I guess do I still have to do the charge? Yeah, I'll talk to Mandalore. Let's just check out this bridge though. Oh, cool. Let's look the space battle. Oh, that was cool. Those laser blasts. Oh, there's the planet. Oh, that's the planet. That must be Telos. Yeah, because I think you can see it look like that when you look at the galaxy map. That's oh, look at this. Kind of a nebula over there. Yeah, there's lots of Star Wars going on out there. All right, so who do I got with me? Oh, I do have Mandalore with me.
Yeah, what do you
want? If you want to ask, I was asking for some stimulants so he can see him belittle me.
Here you go, but don't get too attached to them. I only have time to make so many. Now, is there something else you?
Oh, he doesn't. He didn't belittle me this time. I guess he probably. I guess I probably earned his respect because I just took out that Sith Lord, easy peasy. So, and I got a battle salute, which I used. So yeah, let's what else we got here? Nihilus slave. Oh, is that just like one of their slaves? Just how do you say that name? Nihilus. So that's their slave. Can you go down there? I don't know. All right. I think I'm just gonna see what happens when I leave this room, and if it's a bunch of like going around mazes to place charges, then I think that'll be time to take a break. So I think that is where we're at. So yeah. Oh, I mean, that was again, a lot of stuff happened. Yeah, thanks again for joining. And Master Nuahs, you have a fantastic rest of your night. All right, and I'll see if I'm faster with the shutdown interface. And I am getting better. Stop live stream. All right, thanks everybody. May the force be with you.